Welcome back to Business Basics. This is week 4, creating a business plan. So I'm very happy that you all are here. By the way, a quick reminder, participate in the school group, participate in the forums. The more you ask questions and the more you engage in there, the better results you will likely achieve. So let's take a look at business plans. This is probably one of the more critical steps in getting your business where you want it to go. A well-crafted business plan isn't just for investors to go try and seek money out. It's actually like a roadmap that will guide you through each step of your business's growth, whether you bring in outside capital or not. You still want to have a business plan so you and whoever's working for you or with you can understand where it is you're at and where it is you're trying to get to. Because like without a map, a lot of us just end up going around in circles. So really, a business plan is a very detailed document, as detailed as you can make it, that starts by outlining your business's goals and really kind of, what strategies that you're going to use to achieve them. I'll pull up the slides here. There you go. Got that there in the background for you. Really like what strategies you're going to use to achieve them, because you can have the best plans in the world, but if you don't have a plan on how to execute the plan, then really, it's just a plan. So the whole point here is we're going to cover everything in this business plan, from the way you sell things, the way you sell your product or service, the way you market things, and the way the money is planned on flowing through the business. So we're going to take a look at some of the key features of what your business plan should have. Okay, so generally, page 1 of the business plan, after you get past the fancy little header and the title, is it's an executive summary. It's an overview of the business and the plans all in one page, and say, boom, here's who we are, here's what we do, here's how we do it, here's how much money we're fixing to make, pretty much. But when you think of an executive summary, think of it more as an elevator pitch for the business. This is something that can be very easily read, very easily understood, and very easily taken on board by an executive. So the executive doesn't have to waste his entire day leafing through 25 pages of business plan, formula, marketing assets, and all of your credentials, right? You want to put it all there on the front page, almost like a cover letter for your business plan. It's a summary designed to be read and onboarded very, very quickly. So what you do is you write the entire rest of the business plan, and then you come back to the front page and put together the executive summary at the end, so it incorporates all of the stuff in there. Okay, the first thing you'll want to include in your business plan after the executive summary, is your company description. Now, some of you will have this down, some of you won't have this down. This is not what I teach in this particular class. I do the I am statement, I do the dreaming of your ideal company, the creation of your ideal client. All that stuff is in the Clinic Mastermind. This is Business Basics. I'm just trying to give you an overview of what it should look like. If you want help with any of this, yes, this is how I make my living. I sell the information. I give away the information, I should say, and I sell the implementation of it. I sell the accountability. I sell actually helping to make it happen. So if you need help with the business plan, there's a lot more that goes into it that's in the Clinic Mastermind group. You can check that out. There's plenty of links all over the free group. But your company description, it should define both the business's goals and the problem it solves. Why are you here? Why do you exist? Me, I'm essentially here to help entrepreneurs make more money. That's what I do. I fix stuff, I unfuck stuff, but essentially I create more conversations. I create more leads. I create more business for businesses. And so that's why I'm here. So the problem I solve is helping businesses to generate cash flow, right? But what's your business's goals, and what unique proposition do you bring to the market? What problem do you solve? Okay. So remember, we're putting together a business plan so people can look at it and get a high level overview of your business with just a few minutes worth of reading. So the next page, we want to include market research. Tell us about the industry you operate in currently. Tell us what's happening there right now. So again, if you were wanting to design a real estate brokerage, you would want information about what the real estate market in your town is doing. You'd want to know the trends of the average price of a home. You'd want to know the average days on market that houses were spending and whether that had been trending up in the last year or two. You'd want to know the amount of loans being funded. You'd want to know the amount of interest rates that people were paying. You want to know like every last little detail that you could find that would be useful to an investor who was looking to invest capital into your organization. I got to preface this with not every business plan is generated to make you attractive to investors. Okay. But as you're making the business plan, keep an investor, keep a banker, keep a mentor, somebody you're trying to engage and bring into your company, keep them in the back of your mind. Okay. So it's really a structured sales pitch for what your company brings to the marketplace. Okay, so you're going to want that research about your industry, and you're also going to want to show some of the things that your competitors have been doing. If it's your goal to start a real estate company with 10 real estates underneath you, 10 real estate agents underneath you, go and look at what other similar competitors of a similar size have been doing. And that way you can tell the people that are interested in your company, hey, here's a company over here that had 10 realtors underneath them and they did $10 million in business this year. So sorry, I don't know what those numbers are going to be. I'm just pulling them out there. It might be $100 million in business this year, but whatever it is, have some data that will back up the claims of where you're trying to go. So if I can make it to this level, these other three guys are at this level and they're all doing this much. Okay, so have something in there from specific to your industry, your market, your competitors that shows that your numbers will be legitimized after this business is launched. Okay. Next up, let's take a look at the structure and team of your business. You're going to want a page that outlines who the managers are, like who you are, who is on the team, and who's going to help deliver all the promises we're putting together in this business plan. And a lot of investors, when they look at something, they like to see here, oh, there's David. He's got 15 years experience working for this company doing this. Oh, there's Stephen. He's got 15 years experience doing that. Oh, there's Francis. She does this and has experience in that. Okay, so it makes your investors feel more at ease by showing a validated team in your business. So if you put in a business plan together and it's just you, that's okay too. But show yourself in your best light, show where you sit in the business, and show that, hey, here are the key positions that I fill right now, and here are the key people that I'm looking to hire forward, and that's okay. All right. Then after you've shown the company description, the market research, the organization and management, then we're going to look at the service or the products that you offer. And here's where you put a detailed description of what it is you do. Okay, so let's say you're selling a skincare brand. All right, so I've got a collagen brand that we sell. It's called Lux Serena. You can go check it out at luxserena.com. I would there put, here is my best seller. It's a collagen cream. It's got 1% retinol. We got it from this manufacturer. We built it to these specifications. Here's a list of the ingredients, and here's what it costs. And I'd be like, here's our second bestseller, which is our upsell. It's a hyaluronic serum that goes along with the collagen cream. It's made of this, this, and this. We source it from this place. We use these ingredients, and this is what it costs. And again, so you don't have to do this for all of your product lines, all right? Because we've probably got 12, 13 SKUs under the Lux Serena brand, but you do it for your top 3 or 4 sellers. You're like, these are the products that we're intending to sell, and you fully describe them. You put a picture of each, a little description of each there into this page or 2 pages of the business plan. We really want to show the investors or the banks or whoever it is that's looking at it that we've got our shit together. This is what we sell. And this is how we sell it, which leads to the next page, the marketing and sales strategy. All right. So again, we can stick with the skincare. I could say I use affiliates, I use affiliate traffic networks, I use internal media buys, and we have a little bit of a marketing team starting to push out our own internal content, right? And then I can show this is paid traffic, this is organic traffic, this is network traffic, and I can break down exactly how we're acquiring our customers, how we're selling them the product we have, and then what upsells we have to try to because it costs a lot to get a customer, but it doesn't cost much to upsell and upsell again. And so a lot of your profit is made on that second or third item that they're adding to their cart, or more often it's made on the second sale and on the third sale after they've used the product and they're happy with the product. So what are you doing as far as follow-ups and as far as keeping those customers? What software are you using to stay in touch with them? How are you getting in contact with them? Are you emailing them? Are you text messaging them? Are you not doing it? Because all of these things, when people are looking at your business plan and saying, yeah, I'm going to invest in this company, they want to know who's selling it, what you're selling, and how you're selling it. And is that sustainable? And are we taking care of the customers as they come in? Because if you can prove all that, then the next page, the funding requirements, if you've proven everything, when they read those funding requirements, they go, okay, this is probably realistic. Now, there's a whole different bunch of schools of thought on should I borrow money for business. I'm in the no, you probably shouldn't. I've borrowed money for business before. I've funded businesses out of my pocket. And I've partnered with different people that have put money into companies. And it is a lot less stressful when it's you and your own investors and your own friends that are putting the money up and doing this. It's a lot. Man, taking on debt to start companies, but it happens. I know a lot of you are going to do it. My sole advice was, if you're going to take on debt to start a company, hire a mentor, like find somebody that has the same thing you're trying to build, and use some of that money you take on in debt to hire them to come and work with you to help shortcut that and to help avoid a lot of the expensive mistakes that you make in the beginning. There's a lot to be said about bootstrapping. You can shortcut a lot with money, but you can also run into mistakes a lot quicker, and you can also burn through money a lot quicker when it's not yours. So just a little caution on the funding request there, but that's where you would put it in the business plan. And then next, and most importantly, is where you put your financial projections, your revenue, your expenses, your profit forecast, that kind of stuff. And this is kind of what I've done a lot of quite successfully for folks, is put together business plans and portfolio proposals for investing and stuff. And this is where the spreadsheet goes. And I do love spreadsheets. So, it's not so much necessary to go into a lot of detail if if you're only looking for a little bit of money. But in some of the 8-figure projects, they have extremely in-depth spreadsheets that are full of formulas, and I just happen to love building them. So, like I said, if you need help putting this stuff together, just book a call. The call is free, and I'll walk you through it as best as I can. Finally, this is where the last thing goes. This is where your resume goes. This is where your permits, your licenses, anything you need as a business to operate. For example, if you were a real estate agent looking to expand your realtor company, maybe you've got a few little certificates that you won for highest number of sales, you put those back there. Maybe you've got your real estate license with 2 or 3 different accreditations on it, you put those back there. Anything that kind of validates who you are as the specific expert in your business would go in the appendix. So yeah, that's about it. It's very important that you have a good executive summary. That is the thing that people are going to read. And if the executive summary sucks, they're not going to look at the rest of the business plan. So after you've put everything together, all this stuff on this list, go back and engineer the executive summary to be the best snapshot that you can. Then you've got your market research that they're going to want to see. They're going to need to know that there is room for you to operate in this market and that you have a plan to grab your share of it. And they really want to see that there has the potential to be profitable if operated properly. So that's it for creating a business plan. Sounds pretty simple, right? But if you do it right, it should take you all the rest of this week. So for your action items this week, for your homework, do look at the worksheet, take the quiz, and start putting your business plan together and post it in the forums. If you've got any questions at all, I'm happy to take a look at it and offer a little feedback in the live Q&A sessions. So keep your calendar marked for those. All right, that's going to do it from me for this week. I will see you in next week's lesson. You'll enjoy.